Dear students, now today we are going to demonstrate a four-leaf experiment. For four-leaf experiment, what we have to do, our requirement is two stands, one on one end, one on the other end, a thread, four leaves of calotropis or say of mango, whatever the plant, but the leaves you will select should be of equal size and with equal morphology. Okay, and then you need a Vaseline or petroleum jelly. The experiment, demonstration experiment which we are going to conduct over here, or which I am going to demonstrate for you, is for spot E, and the name of the experiment is the study of rate of transpiration by four-leaf experiment. And this you have to write in the correct identification. This is the experiment to demonstrate the study of rate of transpiration using four-leaf experiment. Okay, now for that, for this studying rate of transpiration, what you need? You need two stands in the laboratory to which you are going to tie the string to then four leaves, four healthy equal size leaves, green photosynthetic leaves, and petroleum jelly or Vaseline. Now what you have to do? Once you select four leaves, preferably of same size, you have to tie them in a thread and label them as A, B, C, D. Now suppose this is your leaf A. This has been labeled as, you can observe that all the leaves, they are of near about of same size. All of them, they are of same size. You can observe over here. So this leaf A, this one is leaf A. Where to this leaf A, we have I have applied petroleum jelly on both the surfaces, upper surface as well as lower surface. Leaf B, applied petroleum jelly only on the lower surface, means it's on its under surface like this. The upper surface is without any application of petroleum jelly. The leaf C, on the upper surface here you can see the application of the petroleum jelly, lower surface without application of petroleum jelly. And the fourth leaf, which is labeled as D, in this fourth leaf I have not applied petroleum jelly. So this is a leaf without application of any jelly or petroleum jelly or Vaseline. Okay, in this way four leaves are taken and they are tied to the string. Once again we will repeat the leaf A, the first one, where petroleum jelly is applied on both the surfaces, upper and lower. Leaf B, where the petroleum jelly is applied only on the ventral surface or lower surface. Leaf C, the petroleum jelly is applied only on the upper surface. Ventral surface is as it is. And leaf D is a fourth leaf where no petroleum jelly is applied on any of the surface. Now keep the experimental setup for 2-3 days. Because for 2-3 days, if it is kept, all the leaves are green, they will undergo transpiration. What is the process of transpiration? Loss of water through the stomatas in the form of water vapors. Now all the leaves, they show stomatas. What are the stomatas? Stomatas are small apertures that you know well. Stomatas you have studied in the 11th standard. And through the when the stomatas they get open, the water stomatas are meant for two purposes. One is exchange of gases and second is excess of water is removed in the form of water vapors through the stomatas. Okay. And where the stomatas are located? Stomatas are located specifically In some leaves they are located on both the surfaces, and most of the leaves they are located more on the lower surface and less on the upper surface. Okay, now these are the leaves of Calotropis gigantea. After 2-3 days, you also observe the leaf string of the leaves, and what is the effect of the application of petroleum jelly on the rate of transpiration, or how the leaves they appear, when they get completely dried, when they get partially dried, likewise. And you have to note the observation in the observation table. Now when after 2-3 days you will observe, definitely the leaf A will remain fresh. This one where we have applied the petroleum jelly on both the surfaces, it will remain fresh. Why? Because since there is coating of petroleum jelly, stomatas cannot give out water. So transpiration does not occur since there is application of petroleum jelly on both the surfaces. In leaf B, it becomes a little dry because on the lower surface petroleum jelly is added. On the lower surface, the number of stomata are more on the lower surface, and on that surface we have applied petroleum jelly, and upper surface is as it is. So some amount of water will be evaporated from the upper surface only. So a little bit evaporation occurs, and therefore a little dried leaf you can observe. Then in the C, the petroleum jelly is applied on the upper surface, and lower surface is as it is, and so many stomatas are present on the lower surface. When the stomatas get open, through the stomatas water is given out or evaporated by the process of transpiration, and you will observe that the leaf get more dried as compared to B. And in case of D, since on no surface petroleum jelly is applied, the transpiration rate is high, and therefore the leaf is totally dried after 2-3 days. So this indicates that application of petroleum jelly slows down the rate of transpiration. And these observations you have to note down in your observation table. I am also going to give you the PDF for writing the observations, and or say for more correctly I can say that for completion of journal, because your observations are same, and since this is a demonstration experiment, you need not have to perform. Now observation will be same, okay, but many times when you write, there are so many differences amongst the observation or the way you write, the way you understand, because कारण अंडरस्टँडिंग तुमचं प्रत्येकाचं वेगळं असल्यामुळे कधी कधी ऑब्झर्वेशन चुकीचे लिहिले जातात, आणि मग प्रत्येकामध्ये व्हॅरिएबिलिटी असू नये, समानता सगळे प्रत्येकाच्या जर्नलमध्ये. म्हणून आपण तुम्हाला याच्या PDF देणार आहोत, हाऊ टू कम्प्लीट विथ युअर जर्नल. तर प्रत्येक एक्सपेरिमेंटच्या PDF तुम्हाला आता, सिन्स दिस इज अ कोरोना पॅन्डेमिक, वी कॅन नॉट मीट फिजिकली इन द कॉलेज. मे बी आफ्टर दिवाळी we come together for practical. It will be a very nice thing or very pleasing thing for we teachers. Okay, so let us see what time permits. Till now, this is the demonstration of 4-leaf experiment for studying the rate of transpiration. And from this experimental setup, you have to identify the experiment. Since it is a demonstration experiment, what you will see, what you are going to see in the video. A long sting, 4 leaves labeled as A, B, C, D, and petroleum jelly. Application of petroleum jelly is different at different 4 cases, 4 leaves. Okay, and from this experimental setup, you will come across to identify, you can easily identify that this is the experimental setup to study the rate of transpiration by 4-leaf experiment, and that is your correct comment. And what is your observation? Observation you have to write as a comment that the leaf A remains fresh because no transpiration occur since petroleum jelly is applied on both the surfaces. Leaf B becomes little dry because transpiration occur on the upper little transpiration occurs from the upper surface. Leaf C becomes more dry because more transpiration occurs from the lower surfaces since stomata are located more on the lower surface. And leaf D dries up totally because the rate of transpiration is very high, and from the both the surfaces there is no application of petroleum jelly, so leaf dries very fast. So these are your observation that you have to write in the comment. Okay, understood? Now this is a demonstration experiment. I hope you understood, and whenever you will come across the exam, you will definitely identify the experimental setup and you will write the correct observation. Okay, here we'll stop. Thank you.